We won! We won! I can't believe it! We won! Dude, why are you wearing that thing? Because we put out the flames. Haha, very funny. Y'all were terrible in that game. Y'all played like shit. Okay, I get it. We didn't play well. I can't believe you guys brought Talbot back in the game in the third period after Big Siv Dave let in 3 goals. Alright, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm going back to Calgary. The Stars win Game 6 of the first round, and they win the series 4-2, and they advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This was by far the craziest game I have ever covered. The Flames went up 3-0 in the first 7 minutes of the game, and then they proceeded to let in 7 goals. To be honest, the Stars had a really bad start. In the first 3 minutes of the game, they didn't give up any goals, but I could tell that they were sluggish. They were giving up shots, they were giving up opportunities, and I could tell something wasn't right. And about 3.5 minutes into the game, TJ Brody throws a shot on net, towards the net, and he gets a tip from Andrew Mangiapane, deflects into the net, 1-0 Calgary. About 3 minutes later, Sam Bennett has a great point-blank chance on Hudobin, and Hudobin blockers it aside. It goes into the corner. Gaudreau picks it up, and he banks it off Hudobin, and it's 2-0 Calgary. 1 minute later, the Flames get another chance. They're on the attack, and Rasmus Andersson puts a shot right past Hudobin. It's 3-0 Calgary. What is going on? It is at this point that 2 things were truthful. 1, I was a very miserable Dallas Stars fan, and 2, it was a turning point for the Dallas Stars. Rick Bowness once again did 2 things that I loved. 1, he called a timeout. He brought all his guys to the bench and he said, "Alright guys, calm down. We gotta play our game. Just be physical, do what we've been doing, and we will get into our rhythm." Now, that's what I assume he said. But he was clearly calm. He was not screaming and yelling. That wasn't going to do anything for us at that point. The guys were already rattled. He brought a calming presence to this team in a very critical point. 2, he did not pull Anton Hudobin. There were some people that were wishing that Jake Oettinger would come into the game, but I thought that would have been a huge mistake, and that essentially would have been us waving the white flag. Instead, he leaves Hudobin in, and he's money the rest of the way. Alright, now for the Dallas goals, we are going to go speed round. The Stars are on the power play, and in the second unit is out on the ice. Miro Heiskanen snipes one from the top of the left circle. 10 minutes into the game, it's 3-1 Calgary. The first period ends with shots being 15-5 Calgary. The Stars are getting absolutely killed in every way possible, but it's a 2-goal game now, so there is hope. The second period starts, and the Stars go on the offensive, and Denis Gurianov shoots one from the top of the right circle and makes it 3-2. 2.5 minutes later, Esa Lindell shoots one from the point, and Joe Pavelski tips it in, and we have a tie game. What is happening? 2 minutes and 12 seconds later, Denis Gurianov snipes one on the one time. It hits Riddick, settles in the blue paint, and Radek Faksa puts it home, and the Stars have the lead 4-3 with 14 minutes remaining in the second period. Also, a correction, my apologies, the third goal went off of Denis Gurianov. About a minute and a half later, Heiskanen puts a puck on net. It goes off of Riddick. Pavelski collects the rebound and makes it 5-3 Dallas. 8 minutes later, Denis Gurianov is streaking up on the right wing, going up against Mark Giordano, the best defenseman in the league last year. He was the Norris winner, and he beats him on his left side, beats Riddick, and gives him the hat trick, and it's 6-3 Stars. The second period ends, it's 6-3 Dallas, and the Flames are all standing around like, what just happened? Even though it's 6-3 Dallas, the shots were still 27-17 Calgary. But it's not the amount of shots that matter, so we head to the third period with the Stars leading by 3. At this point, Rick Bowness said, "Boys, lock it down." But even that wasn't good enough for Denis the Menace Gurianov, as he scores 9 minutes into the third period, and he gives the Stars a 7-3 lead. Touchdown, and the extra point is good. The Flames clearly did not know what hit them. They had no chance whatsoever at this point, and the Stars hang on to win by the score of 7-3, and they defeat the Calgary Flames 4-2. This was a fantastic game all around, but it was a fantastic game for 3 players in particular: Joe Pavelski, Miro Heiskanen, and Gurianov. One of the questions for Miro Heiskanen that I had last postseason was, is he going to be able to handle the postseason pressure? And yes, he was. He scored 2 goals. Well, I think he scored 2 points in his playoff debut. This year, I had the same exact question about Denis Gurianov. Is he going to be able to handle the pressure? Will he be able to rise up in the playoffs? And he scored 4 goals last night. He set a franchise record for most goals by one player. He's amazing. I don't know what else to say about this kid. I mean, he is just absolutely electric. He's got wicked speed, wicked stick handling, a wicked shot. I mean, he is an all-around great player. The fact that this kid was a healthy scratch for the Texas Stars just a couple years ago is mind-blowing. I just still can't believe that this team that had such trouble scoring in the regular season and then the round-robin exhibition games, that they hung 7 on the Flames. Between that and our defense and having Dobie in net, I seriously think we have a shot against the Avalanche. Now granted, the Avalanche are going to be a much tougher opponent than the Calgary Flames. However, I think with all the factors considered, I think that we have a legitimate shot. There are so many people out there that are just saying the Avalanche are going to win, hands down. Like, that's what everyone's predicting. However, did anyone think that the Blue Jackets were going to beat the Lightning last year? Did anyone think that Washington was going to beat Pittsburgh in 2018? Did anyone expect the Kings to win a Stanley Cup as the number 8 seed in 2012? No, because the Stanley Cup playoffs are wild and unpredictable, and most of the time you have to expect the unexpected. How many times did we get to the Cup final and the announcers say, well, this is a Cup final matchup that everyone predicted? That never ever happens because in the Stanley Cup playoffs, you have to expect the unexpected. Am I saying that the Stars are going to win? No. I'm saying they have a chance. My honest prediction is Avalanche in 7, but I could see it going either way. I think that this series goes the distance, and I think that's going to go to overtime in Game 7, just like last year. The first game of the series is scheduled for Saturday night at 7 p.m., which is only 2 days for a turnaround between rounds 1 and 2, which I have very mixed feelings about. My initial reaction was that's not enough time for them to recover. However, I saw someone on Twitter saying the Stars are really hot right now. They're white hot. Why would we want to screw up that momentum? They may carry that momentum from Game 6 into the first game of the second round. The Avalanche will have not played a game for a few days, I think something like 4 or 5, so they'll be the team that's cold. With that being said, I could very easily see the Stars still in Game 1. One thing is for sure, and that's that this series will be a very interesting series. This past series against Calgary was very entertaining, but oh boy, this is going to be a great matchup. It could really go the other way, but man, I can't wait to find out. Game 1 is tomorrow night, or as you're watching this, it'll be tonight at 7 p.m. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Comment about whether or not you think the quick turnaround is good. Stay safe, stay healthy, and let's go Stars. Peace, guys.